Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this. I haven't done a Ring of Honor on Hdnet review for a couple of weeks, so I thought I would do one. So, let's get on with this. This is from last night, the 20th of September. Now, the opening contest was the Embassy members, Eric Stevens and Necro Butcher, taking on the Dark City Fight Club. Weird things to know before we get on with this one, which are, didn't Eric Stevens used to be like an absolute beast of a man, and now he just looks like a regular guy? What's happened there? Anyone else notice that? Or was it just me? Also, in this one, Necro Butcher's got some new pants, which I understand because of the storyline, that Prince Nana has bought him some pants and, they look alright and everything, but at the same time, it just looks strange. Really don't think it fits the guy at all. You're just like, that's an interesting one. So yeah, this was a 2-star match. There was nothing particularly stand out about it, but there was nothing bad about it. How does that sound? Basically, Embassy controlled, basically beat on Davies for ages and ages and ages, including Eric Stevens hitting a nice sit-down spinebuster, very, very nice move. Basically, Chavi's got the hot tag. He hit a sky high on Stevens. Davies hit a splash to the outside on Butcher, while Chavi's hit a side slam on Stevens. Then they hit what looked like a total elimination, to be honest. Prince Nana distracts Chavis, allowing Stevens to hit a gonorrhea for the win at 9:44. Yeah, that's a 2-star match because I'm a nice guy, It's like I say, there was nothing particularly stand out about it, but there was nothing bad about it, Video package showing the lumberjack match from last week, or was it last week or was it 2 weeks ago? I don't know. Aries got a superb promo, ditching you. He's been very comedic recently, I thought. And this was an intense, serious promo, which, at the end of the day, seeing as his match versus Delirious in the cage match in the main event tonight was the feud ender. I'll talk more about that in a minute, but it needed to be serious. The promo did. Next, Colt Cabana defeated some guy called Freddie in a nothing match. So it was literally nothing. I mean, there was some comedy in it, I suppose, but the main talking point of the match was that as soon as Colt Cabana used the Billy Goat's curse to get the win, Steve Corino hit the ring with a fork. He tried to stab Colt, but Colt punched him down and got the fork, so Corino ran away. My thinking of this one is it means that the at least Colt Cabana Steve Corino feud is going to keep going, so I'm assuming the El Generico and Kevin Steen feud is going to keep going as well. We got a recap of Glory by Honor 9, some of the best bits of it, and then Sara Del Rey defeated Taeler Hendrix. Really not much to this one. It lasted 2:42. Just not very long at all. Sara hit a capro kick and a backbreaker to start off. That got 2. She controlled for a while, but Hendrix came back with a jawbreaker and a kick. She went up to the top rope. Del Rey kicked her hard in the stomach on her way down, then locked on the cross arm breaker straight away for the win. 2:42, 1-star. I mean, it was probably a lot better wrestling than what you see in a Divas match or a knockout match. It's just it wasn't long enough by a long shot. If this had been just like 3 minutes longer, happy days. And then main event. I'll talk about this one in detail if you like. But first things first. Dad, why you'd think I'd open the window before I start a vid, wouldn't you? You'd just think I would. Anyway, what I like about this, and I really liked about this, is that this was a cage match, right? Delirious versus Austin Aries. This was the feud ender. And what I love about this is it harked back to the old school days of wrestling. You see, one of the problems with the Attitude Era, and even today in WWE, one of the big problems, or my big problems in TNA, is that both companies like to throw gimmick matches out just for the sake of it, to pop a rating, to pop a buy rate, So we're going to throw a cage match out. We saw it last week on Raw, in the Raw Roulette, didn't we? We saw a cage match just for the sake of it. This was different. This was a feud-ending match. I am a strong believer in that gimmick matches, especially cage matches, should be reserved for end of feuds. They should be the feud-ending match. They need to be intense. There needs to be blood in them. Preferably from the heel. The heel, basically, in a cage match like this, the face has got to win. And for me personally, the heel has got to get his ass whipped. Personally, that's just me. Anyway, so let's go into this one, shall we? So before the belt, Austin Aries chased Daisy Hayes, who was out with Delirious, around the ring. They went inside. Basically, Delirious used the door to stop that one. The door of the cage where you use it. Whack. Nice to see that. Nice to see a variation of using the door. Because of course, in every WWE cage match, pretty much ever, we see someone get hit with the door as they're trying to escape. This was different. Delirious using the door, swinging it around to the outside. Anyway, inside the cage, goes back and forth with Delirious bouncing Aries off the cage 3 times. Then Delirious goes up to the top of the cage. Aries pulls him down and they brawl on the top, and then Aries knocks him off. Delirious bounced throat first off the top rope. That was nice. Aries then took control, working over the throat and bouncing him off the cage and busting him open. Basically, I think Delirious bladed, and I think it was one. Aries starts to taunt the crowd. He basically walks along the top rope, holding onto the top of the cage, and you can't really see Delirious. The next thing you see is that he's busted open, so I would assume that he's blading there, but that's by and by, isn't it, really? Aries tries to rip the mask off, and then basically tries to tie Delirious to the ropes using the tassels that are on his mask. That's evil! He gets free, and Aries gets 2 off an elbow. Delirious is a bloody mess, but he counters a suplex attack and bounces Aries into the cage. He hits a few headbutts and bounces him off the cage again. He tries the Cobra Clutch, but Austin hits a shin breaker and the suplex. That's one move. Hits the shin breaker and then into the suplex. Beautiful. Absolutely superb. Really nice. Last chancery is complete with tassels around the throat. Delirious bites Austin to get out of it. Austin goes for the brain buster, but it's countered into a Cobra suplex, which is always beautiful. Panic attack and a Cobra sweat, but the All Night Express come out and basically distract Delirious by trying to climb into the cage. Delirious breaks the hold, climbs up to the top of the cage and knocks Titus off, who had climbed up. Aries joins him at the top of the cage, basically breaks Delirious' head across the top of the cage, but then Delirious gets Austin in the corner, basically puts him stomach first on the corner bit of the cage and puts the Cobra stretch on to get the win. That's a very innovative finish, and I like that a lot. What can we say about this one? I mean, it's a good match. It's not a great match. It's like a 2.5 to 3 star match. It's not the career end. It's not the feud-ending classic that I think I and a lot of other people were hoping for, though. What I mean, this. Some may complain about the ending. Let me tell you about the ending, because then after the bell, as soon as the door was unlocked, the All Night Express came in and absolutely battered Delirious from pillar to post, and then ended up hitting 2 spike pile drivers on him. Some people may not like that. Some people may complain, saying, come on, Delirious is the face here. Delirious should be not only getting the win, but dominating him. I see it a different way, because I'm sure some of you know, Delirious is going to be the booker now for ROH now that Adam Pearce has gone, and so, it gets Delirious off screen for a while, so hopefully he can go and concentrate on his booking. And it also appears that with Austin Aries, Ring of Honor are planning on doing quite a push for the All Night Express. It certainly looks that way from the way that they've been booked. So, I feel that this beatdown of Delirious makes them look like badasses. And I've got no problem with that at all. At the end of the day, they're heels and they need to look mean and bad and they do evil things, so they've done something like this. It's an alright show. There really is, other than the main event, there's nothing special, there's nothing that stands out. It's not, let's put it this way, if you're thinking, shall I watch Ring of Honor on HDNet this week, it's you won't miss much if you avoid it, let's put it that way. It's 51 minutes and 38 seconds if you take the advert breaks out of it. 27 minutes and 29 seconds of that is wrestling action. So, a good half of the show is wrestling, and that at the end of the day is why I watch it over Raw and Impact at the end of the day. I've been Mal P. I'd love to know what you think down here. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you very soon. Take it easy.